Welcome to the Pastor's Study. I'm looking at the book of Genesis chapter 37 today, and this is what I'm reading. In chapter 37 verse 2, this is the history of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives, and Joseph brought a bad report of them to his father. And now Israel, that's Jacob, Israel loved Joseph more than all of his children because he was the son of his old age. Also, he made him a tunic of many colors. We've all heard the story of Joseph and his coat of many colors. And that coat is going to play such a major part in Joseph's life. Had Jacob realized what that coat was going to do, he probably never would have made that coat, because that coat is going to be the symbol of the heartache of Jacob and the downfall of Joseph, and a symbol that is going to plague the brothers throughout many, many years. You see, God has a plan for Joseph's life, even as he has a plan for your life. And God is going to use the problems and the troubles of Joseph's life to make him into the person who will be able to fulfill the plan that God has for his life. Now, Joseph's brothers hate him. They hate him because their father loves him more than them. That kind of family dysfunction is always difficult to live with for everyone. But God is going to use that to make Joseph into the man he wants him to be. We know the story of how Joseph was sold as a slave. His coat was ripped from him and covered with blood and taken back to his father. And the father, Jacob, believes that his son has been killed. And all of the time, Joseph is heading down to Egypt to become a slave. And we look at that and think, what a terrible thing. And yet, God planned it for good. In fact, Joseph will one day say, you thought to do evil to me, but God had a good plan. And can I say to your heart today, when we go through difficult times, when we go through times of sorrow and heartache, God will take those times and use them in our life to bring us into the image of his Son, to make us more like Christ. Because all of these things go to prepare us for the work that God has for us. I believe that every Christian is called to be a minister of the Lord Jesus. Now, I didn't say you're called to be a preacher or a missionary, but we are called to serve the Lord, to minister for him in the area that God places us. And so sometimes we go through difficult, hard times, and we think that this is harmful to us. But in the long run, what the enemy thought of as evil in our life, God says, no, I'm going to use it to prepare you, to make you to be the one that I've called you to be, to fulfill your purpose in life. So let me just close with this thought. You are being prepared by God today to serve him tomorrow. You are being prepared today to serve him in the years that are ahead. And so things that are happening to you, it really fulfills what Paul said. All things work together for good to them who love God, who are called according to his purpose. And his purpose is to make us like Christ and to use us as his servants until Jesus comes. And so today, look at the things that are happening in your life and ask the Lord, Lord, is this preparing me to be what you want me to be? You know, it doesn't matter how old we are and how long we've lived. If we still have a tomorrow, God is preparing us to live that tomorrow. May God richly bless you today as you are being prepared to serve the King.